What's up? What's up, my people? What's up, my wealthy gods? What's going on? You know your boy back from vacay. I had to take off Friday. My behind ran down to Nashville. I did everything I told you not to do. Yes, I walked the streets late at night. And had a damn good time. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say the word damn? One of y'all left a comment said, "You're cussing." Yeah, you're religious. Yeah, that's a slap in the face. I got a nice little hat, y'all. I brought this John back. Let me start that joint. Ooh, did y'all ever see Idris Elba DJ? That boy is a bad boy. I'm telling you. Oh, no. So my butt made that. I went over to Nashville for the weekend, hung out down there with the wife, check your boy out, got myself some fit. That fit nice. I thought so. Look at that fit. That fit nice. That fit nice, boy. That fit nice. I'll make sure my hair is right, too. Shit. Y'all like, damn, I'm on his hair. Boy, is your boy back. Real Estate Lunchbox, we back just to hang out. We hanging out right now. It's Monday, noon, and my ass is late. Oh, no. And I know I am late. I know. I do late stuff sometimes. But, dude, I was trying to recover from this Nashville trip. I was just trying to. If you haven't been to, let me see if I got some video. I think my video loaded. I think I threw my video up in here. Let me see if I can flip it out. Let me swap that out. If you've never been to Nashville, let me put it right here. If you've never been to Nashville, dude, you should go to Nashville. Say it was crazy. Look at that. Yeah. She took me with her, and we went. It don't matter. We went. Nashville is crazy. This is my first time in Nashville. I've never been to Nashville before. This is my first time in Nashville. Nashville was bananas. Imagine Vegas, right? If you've ever been to Vegas without the casinos, every last club, every last bar literally had a rooftop to it. I think we went to every last rooftop hangout spot. And when we came back out in the morning, I think we got out like 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30 back, started, not back at the hotel, but left out that, to head down there. 9:30 in the morning, we walk into like this little honky tonk. I'm still gonna say honky tonk. Oh no. Yeah, boy. And that joint was busting. 9:30 in the morning, Jokers was up there singing "Don't Stop Believe It" by Journey. 9:30, standing on top of the freaking bar. I said, this is a damn party. This is how you do this shit. This is how you do it. I'm sorry, Atlanta. I love Atlanta. I get y'all. I just don't like going to those places where you just hanging out in the club and you just stand there looking at each other. Ain't nobody looking at each other in Nashville. When people were standing up looking at us, that's, probably 1 or 2 out of 10. It was popping, bro. It was popping. I loved it. Now, granted, some of the, shout out to that lady over there in the pool, the one that tried to trade her husband in for me. Yo, you better watch it. My wife is deadly, bro. Oh, no. Yo, she gonna come and get you. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. But it was good. I needed the break. You guys see, I really needed it, man. I got a lot of stuff going on. We're building out the Patreon, working on deals. Man, I just had a lot going on. I had to go, and my wife was awarded by a very special award. And man, I just want to celebrate her. Then my birthday was on the 11th too, so I just want to hang out somewhere different than Atlanta. When you be in the same city sometimes and you just hang out you see the same people. They boring. They don't do nothing. I got to see tourists. I got to see how the city really vibes. Bro, I got to say, Nashville's crazy. I got to say it's crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Never seen. And everybody you met on the side of the road, bro. Everybody walking down the street. Because we were staying at this hotel called Joseph, I think it was. No, the Johnson. The hotel's called the Johnson. Luxury Marriott Hotel. Real nice. Real nice. You know the type of place I told my brother, he said, you need to travel more. I probably do need to travel a little bit more. I thought I travel a lot, but I don't travel enough. I said, man, you get into the hotel room and check it out. The shower is right here on one side, and then the the connection to turn the shower on and off on the backhand side. I'm like, damn, this is luxury. Oh no, I'm just freaking hood. I don't know which one is. You tell me. You try to figure it out. But if you don't get a chance to go, is your loss. It is truly your loss. Nashville is popping, bro. Nashville is popping. Shout out to the people from KC that I met you guys over when I met you guys at the pool. Listen, dude, your wife is wild. Yoga, ever since I saw that documentary on Prime, yes, the yoga cult, I've never been the same. Never been the same. This lady at the pool, she said, yeah, I do yoga. And my husband, I'm a yoga instructor, and my husband's a chiropractor. Yeah. But you joining me for the Lunchbox Hangout show. This is what we do. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I hang out online right here. I don't hang out in person. We'll do it. You know what I should do is an in-person stream hangout. Probably go to one of the cigar spots that I love hanging out. I know one that I know the owner. That's cool, And we'll stream. We'll just stream a lunchtime real estate hangout spot at one of the cigar spots. You know what I'm saying? And you guys, probably do one where they hand rolling cigars. And honestly, I haven't smoked a cigar probably in the last 3-4 months. 3 months, probably 3 months. I kind of started pushing away from cigars, honestly, but I've been on this supreme workout kick. And it showed when I was at the pool because I was flexing your boy. But it is what it is, bro. But what was I talking about? Look, I start going off in a tangent. But yeah, we probably do that. We go hang out at a spot. We'll probably do that, or we could do it at a barbershop. We got the best barbershop in the South. Oh no, Barbers I Trust. Boy, shout out to the people over there. Barbers I Trust. All the cool barbers out there. My barber does Akon's hair. Yes. When Akon needs new hair, my barber does it. He puts Akon's wig in. But yo, without any breaking it down, I ain't gonna keep it like that. But yo, check it out. If you throw in the comment where you from, I'm gonna give you a shout out. That's how it is. But I appreciate you guys taking the time to even hang with me for a couple of minutes. It's your boy, and it's the Real Estate Lunchbox. I wanted to start this off talking about this YouTube monetization. Because I've seen people spazzing out over the YouTube monetization. And I got my glasses on because it's bright in here. Dude, it is hot. It is hot in Georgia. And I got the AC going and it's still hot. Well, not in here, but it's hot outside. But either way. But, man, this monetization thing going on for YouTube is driving some YouTubers bananas. So I want to go ahead and cover this real quick, and we're going to talk about this.
Hey folks, this is not going to be the most polished video I've ever made because I'm reacting to news that broke less than an hour ago, and it's perhaps the biggest changes to YouTube monetization in a decade. I'm not going to beat around the bush here. I'm going to go to the thing that's most important to you, which is those monetization requirements. And it reads like this. To keep pace with the growth of YouTube, which now sees over 200 billion daily shorts views and over 1 billion hours of watch time on TV, every day, my goodness, we are updating the YouTube Partner Program entry requirements for ads and premium revenue sharing for new creators. This won't impact creators already in YPP. So that is the first key point. This will not affect anybody who's already monetized. But for those of you who are working towards your monetization requirements, you're going to need to see this. Applying for YPP will need 8,000 qualified watch hours in the last 365 days, or 20 million qualified shorts views in the last 90 days. The entry thresholds for fan funding and shopping products, which is 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours and 3 million views, haven't changed. And just for clarity, let me remind you that currently you need 4,000 hours of watch time over a 12-month period, or 10 million YouTube Shorts views over a 3-month period to reach the YPP requirements for ad revenue. So effectively, the numbers have doubled. Yep, I'm just going to leave those numbers there for a moment for you to ingest. But all
right, cool. So YouTube took it from, it used to be 4,000 hours to get monetized. Now it's 8,000. We got shorts. Used to be 10,000 short views. to get monetized. Now it's 20 million, and then you got to maintain a certain amount every 90 days. Now, some people are spazzing out online, and I saw it. I see some of y'all spazzing out. Oh, I'm trying to get monetized by YouTube. And they keep raising and changing it. Well, guess what? This doesn't go in effect until February the 1st, 2027. But, bro, this is the best part about it right now. If you join the Patreon, you can go ahead and jump in there, and we'll talk about how to get your content monetized in 60 days, because I monetize my content in 60 days, this channel and my other channel. And from there, whatever you want to make, use what you want to make and do. But I'm going to tell you, I love it. I love it. To me personally, some of the people that just want to play around in this and you guys don't want to commit to actually building a product. See, I got 20 years real estate experience. So when you go to the Patreon, I'm always going to talk about real estate. I'm always going to talk about content. I'm always going to talk about relationship. I've been married for 20 years. I'm always going to talk about all of that stuff, the practical shit that you don't get when you go and buy all these other courses. Plus, it's a community. That's why we call it Wealthy Gods. But at the end of the day, we want to grow together. And I want to show you exactly what I'm learning, because I try more. I have more time on my hand than the average person does, and I recognize it, and I thank God for it. Just the decision's been made in the life that's been given to me. But it's been given to me to help people get to where they need to be, and that's the purpose of the Patreon. But at the end of the day, man, 8,000 qualified watch hours in order to become a monetized channel is necessary. YouTube is giving me the bag. Thank you very much, YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you very much. YouTube giving you the bag too. You got a lot of people are not going to do this. You got to realize more people are going to quit than's going to stay. You got to realize a lot of people are going to say, oh, you're doing that YouTube thing. It's too hard. And YouTube's going to make it harder. YouTube's going to make a challenge. They want the ads to only run. This other creator said this when I was listening to his perspective. Homeboy was right too. In this part, they only want to run the ads on people that are creative and doing things that they want to run ads on, that people are going to listen to. They just don't want to run ads anywhere. But I'm going to tell you, I do believe if you feel that you want to put your voice out there and you got to put yourself out there, and this is something that's in your heart, not just for clout. Stop clout chasing too. Oh no. Don't clout chase. But if you really got a message, you really want to put it out there, don't let that stuff fool you. 8,000 hours will come so fast if you're consistent and you do what you're supposed to do. But it's the people that just throw slop out there that don't do anything. YouTube trying to get rid of you. 8,000 hours.
Also mentioned that the subscriber requirements haven't changed. You still need 1,000 subscribers, and there is no time limit on how long you need to get them. Now, the next biggest change seems to be this, if I understand it correctly. Creators who are in the YouTube Partner Program but get less than 10 million qualified shorts views in a 90-day period will no longer be eligible for ad revenue from their YouTube Shorts. Their long-form content won't be affected, but until they get back above that 10 million view threshold, they won't earn any money from revenue from ads. And I think, and what I hope that means is that if you fall below 8,000 hours of watch time, you will still get ad revenue from your long-form content. But, and this has been a long-standing rule from YouTube, if you're consistently under the watch hours threshold, you may be removed from a YouTube Partner Program, which what happened to my channel a few years back. So be aware of that as well. There was also mention of YouTube Premium Lite being now rolled out to more countries, meaning that there will be more opportunities for creators in the YouTube Partner Program to earn more revenue. I'm just going to leave these on screen, read it, pause the video, because I know that really this is the most least important part of this incredible YouTube update. Now, I appreciate that some of you may be looking at all of this and panicking right now.
Hold on, we're going to talk about that panic. Hold on one second. Hello, this is Leon. No. I'm not buying any deals right now. No, I'm actually in the middle of something real quick, and I'll give you a call back. We'll get you a new buy box, okay? but it probably won't go in effect until next quarter. So okay, I appreciate it. I'll do that. Thank you. Okay. You too. You too. Yo, the real estate market is getting crazy. People sending me deals from all over, and they like, yo, man, did you see that deal that I sent you in a buy box? I'm like, bro, no. What is your buy box still the same? I keep telling y'all, this is the time. It wasn't 2020. It wasn't 2019, 2022. This is the time. Let's finish this though.
Please don't, because none of this, as I understand it from YouTube's update here, takes effect until the 1st of February 2027, which effectively means you still have 6 months of runway on these old requirements, 4,000 watch hours and 10 million shorts views. That is, of course, if I've interpreted all of this correctly in YouTube's official blog post that came out about an hour ago. I, like you, processing this on the fly. So I'll link this in the description if you want to read it yourself. And of course, when we thought about this more and read and listened to all of your comments that you are most certainly going to leave down below, we'll have a lot more coverage on this. I think I will end this video by saying the last time YouTube made monetization requirements, they lowered them to offer new revenue opportunities. This time, they're doubling the requirements.
So you got to read between the line. If they're doubling their requirements, that tells you that a bunch of people are jumping into this space and they're trying to get footing in this space. But not everybody who gets in here is pretty good or even good at all. Sometimes, I mean, even this channel, I started growing and I think we're at 3,300 subscribers right now. We're getting up to that. I think we're close to like 3,200, 250, something like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, I know we'll probably hit about 10,000, close to 10,000 subscribers as we get closer towards the end of the year. I got some great stuff that's coming up and I'm putting it together. I can't even move fast enough to put it together, bro. I can't. Oh no. I sit back and I just be dreaming at night. Because I didn't do YouTube. My 20 years of real estate, I didn't touch YouTube. I would watch it every now and then, but I didn't do anything. And I kicked myself. I said, man, I really got serious on this YouTube journey in November of 2025. 60 days later, I monetized. And now it's like the income starts to grow bit by bit. That's why I tell people you want to do this. It's the godfather of all platforms. There's no platform right now that beats out YouTube. Oh no. TikTok is where you go to hide and where you want to be. The TikTok impressions don't even match a quarter of the impressions that I get on YouTube. I can do better business for my real estate business on YouTube, talking to you like this, that I can ever do on TikTok, posting a video. On Facebook, posting a video. There would be weeks that I would pay Facebook a couple $100s to run ads. Those same ads, impressions from those same ads where I'm paying $300, $400, $500 a week to run real estate ads on Facebook, all I do is content on YouTube now. The same amount of impressions that I pay $600, $500 for are a quarter of what I get through YouTube right now. It is insane to believe that TikTok, Facebook, Instagram makes anybody. They make some money, but the money is not even compared to. There's no comparison. If you have a product or if you have a service, this is where you need to be. This is just all about how you approach it. That's it. This is all about how you approach it. And they're going to make it where if you are not someone that wants this craft, like if you're not really like going to improve in this craft, improve your videos, improve your delivery, to improve yourself, how you do, because you got to constantly be growing in this. On this platform, I truly believe, because you can't make a 2-minute video. Oh, 2 minutes. And everybody, I like. Oh, I got 1,000 likes. So what is 1,000 likes if I don't got $1,000? What? So what is 1,000 likes if it don't make me no money? What am I, clout chasing now? And most people on social are just clout chasing. Most of y'all clout chasing. I remember the first time I had somebody reach out to me on an email, and I shout out to this lady. Thank you very much. I know one of my lenders are working with her. She wanted to get into one of our investment products. But no, not actually. She wanted to get into a loan, and she saw it in a video. She just saw a conversation about it. She went to the site. She loved it. The link's in the description. No, not in the description. We got rid of that link, but the link was in the description at that time for that product. I was like, dude, this thing works. I didn't have to go out there. I just had fun talking to you guys and talking smack and making videos. And then it changed the game forever. And homeboy will never be the same. Never, ever, 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 ever. But you guys got me for the next 45. We're going to probably do about an hour and a half. Who knows? It just depends on what I got to say. And when I got to say it, it just depends on how comfortable I am. Oh, no. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Let's take a break real quick. Woo! All right, shoot, your boy's back. Man, I'm gonna tell you, my wife had me out until like 6 o'clock. I mean, she had me out like 3 o'clock. So I just used the last day, and even this morning slept in late. Your boy just tired. I'm just like, yo. But I got energy for you. Trust it. Trust that. Because I wanted to pull this out, man. So, military is outperforming college. No, if you don't know, check this out. Enlistment in the military has skyrocketed. People are going into the military. Kids are going in record numbers. And I know why, and I understand. So enlisting is skyrocketing. And when we were going through college selections, we were talking about HBCs earlier, a couple months ago. Remember when we were talking about the whole situation about kids are graduating and they're finding out parents don't have money stacked around to take care of them? I started thinking, I said, man, I didn't even go into the military. I mean, I didn't even go into college initially. I went into the military, and it was the best decision I ever made. It was the best decision that I ever could have made. And when I tried to get into this other way of doing things that everybody says, you know, you're supposed to do, you're supposed to go to college after you graduate high school, and then you're supposed to pick a career, and you get a bunch of money in debt because you're going to end up being able to pay for that thing when you get a job. I said, I don't know. It just doesn't fit with me. So I'm like one of those kids. I just opted out of college for the military, went back into college, but it was on the tail end of the military. Boy, I love the military.
The military outperforms college for most people. The military to cybersecurity to six-figure job pipeline has to be studied. You can get a government clearance, disability, and these companies be fiending to hire a veteran. The military don't sound bad at all. It sounds like a damn cheat code.
Joining the military at 18 has changed my life forever. I haven't needed a job since I got out back in 2023. And quite frankly, I haven't worked either. Only an internship last year, but I never went back to work after that. It was crazy. When I was in, I absolutely hated the Army. But given the opportunity, now that I know what I do now, I would definitely do it again. Only at 18 though. I wouldn't go in at 24. Like, I've been reaping all the benefits since I got out. Free healthcare, my bills are paid for, I go to school for free. The list goes on and on. If I got a house today, I would literally get a house and pay the mortgage only. I have no property tax on my house if I get a house in Texas. I'm able to do whatever the hell I want to do. Out of all the things there is to worry about in life, finances is definitely not one of them. And personally, the bonds that you make in there and all the friends that you made, nothing like in this world. Majority of everybody that I made a friend with when I was in the military, I am still friends with them to this day. I can still call them. I can still go see them. We still see each other. We still link, like everything. And the mindset that I have now, I did not even have it before I joined the military. And I'm forever grateful for the way that I think and for the way that I am, the discipline, everything, the setbacks when I was in. And by no means am I encouraging anybody to join the military. I'm just saying it changed my life, and given the opportunity, I would definitely do it again.
Does the military have the fine women, the fine shits, beautiful women, whatever you want to call them? Yes, absolutely, we do. But listen to this and listen very closely. In the military, men outnumber the women. Now, why does that matter? What does that have to do with anything? Listen, you could take an average woman, and when I say average, that don't mean she's not beautiful in her own way. But let's be real. We gonna bullshit today, or we gonna keep it real? There's below average, there's average. Let's say it's an average woman. She will have dudes on her like crazy because there's just so many guys, so less girls. And if you think they acting like that for the average ones, think about the fine ones. Just think about that. But, hey, you can still eat, bro. You can still eat. So don't even trip. You can still eat. But yes, just keep that in mind. Now, like the women like a man in uniform, the men like women in uniform. There's some fine women out here. So go ahead and re-up, man. Let's get it.
No, but why do some of the baddest bitches be in the army or like in the Navy or like in the military and shit? Like, what is you pretty ass bitches doing with all them big ass guns?
Yo. No lie. I'm telling you, the military got the best looking women. And you know why I realized the military has the best looking women? And this is the thing, you don't even have to be in the military to have the caliber of women that go there. And it's not that they all tens and they fly. It's not. It's something about getting up in the morning and actually working out, my nigga. Oh no. It's something about doing squats and doing push-ups because it's mandatory and having a weight requirement, my homie.
Congratulations. Well done.
The game is not the same. See, y'all go to college and you all see these AKAs and these Deltas and all these other sororities and the girls that's doing soccer. See, even in the college space, I would have rather dated a girl if I went straight through college that was actually in the athletic department. Yeah. But it's different even then because you got a woman that work out and she in uniform. Oh no. It'd be like my wife when she get ready. Sometimes she be going out to work and she'll wear a uniform. I'm like, ooh, I love that uniform. Oh no. But and that's the truth. That's the truth. Guys be working out in the military, and when I was there, it's nothing like having a lay down. You go into the club, you hanging out. Your physique shows, nigga, you're bad. Not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. Oh no. But we don't have that now. You're in civilian world, there's no standards. And y'all scared, it's no standard. I think it's the best thing that happened. I loved it. I would do it again, and again. I tell every last person, I tell these kids, listen, stop getting hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. If you're physically fit and you don't care about what anybody got to say to you, because these drill sergeants, you see her right there, they will yell the heck out of it. And then she got tats too. Back in the day, you couldn't have tats in the military. You had to have certain things, because they would call it damaging the military's body. Like, they own you. Uncle Sam owns you when you get there. So you just can't get tatted just randomly. You just gonna do all this stuff on you. Different world. And it's slightly changed now. That's why she's there, you know. But boy. Nothing like it, bro.
I am. Scream. I am. Because you're about to personally piss me the crap off. Scream. I'm out.
Something about a woman screaming at you.
Okay, now push right now. I still don't see veins popping out your guys' head. I'm out.
Contrary to popular belief, but military women are some of the most feminine women you will encounter on this planet.
If you know what a military baddie is, you know. Everybody knows what a military baddie is. And look, bro, I know it's not a fair game. It's not meant to be fair because there's so many men in the military and then there's so few women. And then there's even fewer fine women, also known as a military baddie. They can get whatever they want. They know it, we know it, we all know it. And if you're talking to a military baddie, or if you may be crushing on a military baddie, you have to be a very strong individual. Yes, you have to be a very strong man to deal with such pressure, to deal with so much that goes on behind the scenes, especially if you don't have the same job as her, especially if you're not stationed at the same place as her.
Ooh. Yo, I seen some couples that were married in the military. I'm like, how does bro do this thing? And I know they would keep them within like the same base in a lot of situations. But it's like, how can you do it? You think about walking into a room and you got 100 guys. Well, you got 100 people in a room and probably 20 of those people are women. Probably 20. 15, 20. Probably 15. And you got to realize when you put a bunch of guys and testosterone is popping and we're doing like crazy stuff, whether it's push-ups, jumping out of planes, whatever it may, whether you are a heavy duty mechanic or whether you are a personnel officer, soldier in the office, you still doing that like this. And you probably will go through the day, you'll meet some women that's there. But boy, I'm going to tell you, it's a different vibe, completely different vibe.
I'm not telling you to call it raps, right? We can all be delusional together, but I just feel like you gotta be a very strong man to do that.
I think one of the best life hacks to go like middle class from like poor and lower middle class is up too. On top of, you know, competitive pay, they give you money for food, they give you money for your home. I'm just saying in this economy, don't nothing really beat a stable paycheck and job security. Like in the Army, we'll keep you. If you can pass the PT test, you ain't overweight, you can't shoot your weapon, we'll keep you. And then they still keep some of the people that can't pass the PT test, overweight, and can't shoot their weapon.
That's the problem. We need to get rid of some of y'all PT warriors, some of y'all PT warriors, they need to get rid of y'all. I don't know. But yeah, man, that's it. I mean, you can't really beat that. You don't have to go around and you get job training. You can go. The housing benefits alone is crazy. Housing benefits in the military for military personnel are crazy. If you're thinking you want to buy a house down the line, the VA loan, even though the VA loan, zero money out of pocket, it may be you probably got a couple loops you got to jump through, appraisals and stuff like that, but it's still better. It's still way, way better, bro.
Regret from joining the military. This is my biggest regret. One, I did not study for the ASVAB. I'm thinking it's just gonna be a regular test. I didn't do no research on it or nothing. He gave my recruiter actually gave me a study guide and things and told me to do, but I'm thinking like, okay, I'm smart as hell in school. I don't need to study for this ASVAB test. I'm just gonna take it, I'm gonna pass it, and I'm gonna just go from there. Big mistake. I didn't study. I went and took the test. I passed by barely a few points. So what that did for me was, and I didn't know this, if you don't get a high enough score, your score determines your job options, the jobs you can choose from in the military. And I was in the Army, so it limited a lot of choices for me. And then me being uneducated and unknowledge because I don't have any family that did the military, my recruiter wasn't like on me, like do this and do that, like study, you need to study for this. I didn't know any of that. So
I barely study for my ASVAB. And just to give you guys perspective, when you take that test to enter into the military, it doesn't matter if you go in Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force, it doesn't matter, okay? And you can join now even up to the age of 40, which is crazy. You can join the Army. They raised the joining age, the age of enlistment. But when you take that test, I placed upper middle. I didn't go upper. And I thought I was going, I was like, man, I'm gonna do this. I feel sorry for the dudes who don't place good in these tests. Now you at the bottom. And at the bottom, Yeah, you can choose about being an 11 Bravo, but don't get it twisted. 11 Bravos, you still got to have a level of intelligence as an 11 Bravo. You'll get your head shot off, bro. But that placement test tells you exactly where the job you're gonna qualify for in the military.
Test passed by barely a few points, and I had a select few jobs to pick from. And me being immature and uneducated, I was like, okay, I'm from this state. I don't want to be close to this state. I just want to go far away from this state. So I want to go to a job that's far away from this state, and it's a state that I always wanted to go to. Not even thinking like, okay, you do your research on this job. Is this gonna be hard? Is it just like a good basic training place? Is this like it had good stories or bad stories? I didn't do any research on it, and I ended up picking my training to be in Georgia, Fort Benning, because I always wanted to go to Georgia. And I fucking got there. It was the worst fucking thing I ever put in my life. I was like, why the fuck did I pick this? So long story short, study for that fucking ASVAB. Do your study guide, research. I'm telling you, if you don't, you're going to get a shitty score and you're going to get job options that you don't want to do and you're going to regret it. Study for that fucking ASVAB.
You're going to be a waiter. You'll be working in a cafeteria. And some people love that cafeteria work. Don't get it twisted. But that doesn't mean you ain't going to war, homie. We still need food on the front lines. We still need food. We still need food in the rear. Yeah. If you're going to be in the rear, we still need food. So you could end up being a cook still. And being a cook isn't crazy. I mean, my brother-in-law is a cook, bro. He was a cook he was signal in the Marines, and then he became a cook in the he wanted an easy job. He said, man, I'm getting tired of getting my head shot off. He was in Afghanistan. I'm getting tired of getting shot at. So you become a cook. But why you want to start off as a cook? Why not become a cook after you've had, like he did, which I thought that was dope. You got some combat action. You got a chance to get a couple awards. You got the experience to say, yeah, I was shooting guns at them in the military. Yeah, I was over there in the sandbox shooting guns. Oh no. Yeah. And then you become a cook. And you're a cook in the Coast Guard, so you're on the water all the time. But yeah.
And make sure you pass that motherfucker with flying colors so you can get a shitload of job options and you can choose from. And before you even do the ASVAB, do your research on certain jobs in the military that you think you'll like, and do your research on the fucking background, the trainings, the basic training, the place. Do your research on all that, because all that's gonna go into consideration on how your basic training is gonna go, and what the fuck you gonna endure and encounter. Don't be like me and just bullshit it because you're gonna regret it. Make sure you fucking study and pass that motherfucking ASVAB test so you get a good fucking MOS and you won't regret it.
Do you have any law violations that I should be aware of, like any run-ins with the police at any time?
I did get in trouble with the cops one time, but they said it was 3 counts.
Okay, so what are the dispositions of all those? Are they paid fines? What are they?
Oh, nothing serious. One was just an unregistered weapon, a loaded weapon, and then discharge from a moving vehicle.
Hold up, you just do a job, Bob?
That's what they told me.
Hey, I'm the station commander. Hey, you disqualified. I ain't gonna waste your time, man. So you might as well get up and go.
Recruiters.
Yo, they were letting cats that were gangbangers in the military. Gangbangers should still get in the military. You gotta realize, military is a gang already, bro.
First of all, they lied to you. Their job is to get you in the army. They don't care about your well-being, bro. Black women go missing all the time in the army. This is what they're not going to tell you when they play in them ads and commercials. Come serve your country, and they get you with, oh, you get a new car, get a home, health care. And everybody's broke in the army. Everybody's poor. Everybody's...
You know, I wouldn't say that black women go missing all the time. I don't know. I don't know. I know that when women in the military do experience, and I've seen it before, men that really are just knuckleheads. Like you always get, but that's in real life too, because you always get men that make sexual advances or they're inappropriate in what they do or what they say. But they got rules for those people that are like that too. But I get what he's saying, because you're dealing with a male-dominated system. That's what you're dealing with in the military. Who the hell you think is out there fighting these wars? The women aren't out there fighting the wars. The women are just, they're holding a position, whatever position it is, but you don't have a ton of combat-friendly women, like ready-to-go women. I don't even remember how many women actually became 11 Bravos. I don't even think, and that's infantry, right? Light infantry, 11 Bravo. Somebody correct me if it's heavy infantry. I know it's light infantry, 11 Bravo. You know, but when you consider the fact that women experience a lot of stuff in that military, they do. But then you got a bunch of women that don't, honestly. So it's like this. It just depends. But when I was in, I never saw reports of women like that. I would see a lot of reports of guys who actually held positions as like sergeant first class, master sergeants, NCOs, places like that, in those type of positions, like messing with the women. So you can't be an NCO E9 and then you messing around with a private. Come on, bro. That's a private. She don't know nothing about the military. Nothing at all. So they have these things in place that you can't fraternize at certain levels. Like you're not supposed to be fraternizing NCOs with officers. Now, I've seen that happen before where the husband was an NCO, the wife was an officer. I don't know if that came first, the chicken or the egg. I don't know. You couldn't tell me. But I do know that there are certain rules when it comes to fraternization that you gotta be conscious of.
Check to check. Nobody has money in the Army unless you like a high-ranking person. Everybody's living check to check. So when they try to get you, well, you gonna make all this money. Yeah. Everybody broke financially in the Army. Had multiple friends.
That's not true. Not everybody broke. See, that's the belief. Broke people think everybody broke. Everybody ain't broke like you, bro. Everybody is not broke like you in the military. In the military, yeah, you think about it, you may be an E1, E2, you coming in, you make it 23, 25. Hold on, how much? Of course, we got Siri. How much does a E1 make right now in the military? In the Army? Let's go, let me see. Ooh, Chat GPT. Give it to me, chat. Good boy.
An E1 private, the lowest enlisted rank, often referred to as an A1 or PVT, in the U.S. Army makes a monthly basic pay of $2,226.
That's $2,226. I know I cut that off before I even got through the whole thing. Hold on 1 second. $2,226, right? So you're doing about what? $556 a week, right? Then you consider the fact that your medical is taken care of, your food, depending on if you're on base. Yeah, you're on base. Your food is taken care of. You're active, bro. You can't beat that. You got your lunch, dinner, breakfast, all of that taken care of. Man, anyway, what y'all want to be millionaires? You grow in that space. So you go from a PV1, PV2, PV3. When you become an NCO, you get those little bumps. Then you grow in that space.
Associates, women, they got men, they got a lot of drug use, a lot of alcoholism, a lot of domestic violence. They don't tell you how many deaths and how many traumatic things you see just in training accidents alone. But there's so much they'll tell you about the racism in there. You can't think for yourself in the Army.
Well, there is racism in the Army, but there's racism anywhere you go. But there is racism in the Army. You got to realize there is still racism in the Army. There's people that don't like you, discriminate. And you're sitting around people. I remember, I can only speak for myself. I'm going to tell you, I never experienced racism on that level that this guy is describing. I've never seen it. I've seen people prejudice and I've seen against you. And I've seen it come from places where they just don't have any black people. They've never had any minorities around them, period. And that's a big thing. Some people don't interact with people that may look like me on an everyday basis. They don't. So when they see you, they only see what they know from social and from media. That's it. Or where their pappy done told them, you know? And is that good? Is that right? Is that wrong? I'm not here to even debate that. But I'm going to just tell you, I've met quite a few people that never saw a black person in the military. And that blew my mind. And that was like 98. I was like, damn, 99? You don't know no black people at all? Like, you never seen it? And Joker's never seen a black person. Me and a couple of my other buddies, Jackson and some of the other ones that came in with me, became the first black people that some of these people met. I'm telling you, it's crazy. So you got to realize where they come from. And same thing, I would get in there and I was seeing brothers that never really hung around with white boys. So you think everything he's doing is coming against you. He's not. Like, he's just being himself, you know?
do whatever they say. You're nothing but a number on their books. You do not get treated like a human being in the Army, bro. They do not care about you, especially if you're black, especially if you're a woman. They do not care about you in the Army.
That's not true. That's not true. That is not true. You have people that don't care that's in leadership, but then you have a good amount of people that do care in leadership. And honestly, I think the most coolest thing I saw was when I saw an NCO, a non-commissioned officer. That's what an NCO is. I know we throw these phrases around. We never say what it is. But it was a non-commissioned officer in the NCO, in the military, in the Army, and he got into some trouble. He got an issue with a white officer. The officer was trying to what would you call it? Trying to jail him. Yeah, trying to send him to jail, right? Trying to get some charges against him. Dude, the black officers rallied for this cat. They were around. They made the calls. They showed up in his hearing to testify on his character. They showed that it was trumped up charges. It was crazy. And I was like, dude, it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. But they showed up also because he wasn't a person that just came in there and wasn't a team player. Like he helped me. I knew the guy. He helped me. He was a good mentor to me too while I was there, showing me different things I needed to know and helping people that didn't even look like him. He just was a good person. So they knew it was crazy. They knew it was.
I joined the Army in 2016 at 18 years old. I got out in 2021. So I served almost 5 years, right? I was active duty. And a lot of racism in there and chauvinism. Man, first 3 days, they gave us something to eat, but it wasn't enough, bro.
Yeah.
Like they gave us something called MRE. You familiar with
MRE?
A MRE.
Yeah.
They gave us those for the first 3 days, bro.
Wow.
And that's not enough to really fill you up, bro.
Wah. So you're going to eat MREs. You may get MREs the very first day, that's the purpose. They want to actually mess with your mind. Nobody wants a soldier. Nobody wants anybody that's going to be a soldier that is weak mentally, emotionally, cries, because you're in combat situations. Any day, even if you are a mechanic, you can find yourself dropped in the desert somewhere in the rear working on deuces for people that are forward, that are actually out there doing the fighting, and you're in the back. Dude, who the heck wants somebody that's gonna be crying? Oh, it's hot. Oh no, it's hot. Oh no, I want my mommy. Nobody want that. And homeboy want his mommy. Man, I'm gonna stop right there. He a crybaby. Literally no sleeping for the first 3 days of basic training. Bro, you're gonna be in situations where you never want to be downrange or somewhere where you do not sleep, and you have not been conditioned mentally to go without sleep for a night or even 2 days or something like that. That's the reason. I would say I love the military, but you do get a bunch of soft people that wandered in and they should never been there to begin with, boy. Some of y'all need to leave. Yo, that's what's up. Check it out. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Join the Patreon. This your boy. Like, subscribe, follow for more content. We getting into it.
I have a question. When y'all got out of the car the other day, and my old man was right here, why was y'all being rude? Because that right there made him cry all motherfucking night.
Rude about what?
Laughing at him.
About what?
I don't know. Y'all were sitting.
Look at her face. Yo, if neighbors, bro, she said he made me cry. He made my man cry. Why y'all make my man cry for all night long?
Your old lady was sitting right here staring at him, and so were y'all's friends, and y'all were cracking up. When you came out, you looked at him too.
Oh, no, we just got
Well,
back.
Now don't answer no stupid ass question.
That's not stupid. I'm just asking.
I promise you that every day I come out here from now on, I'm going to make fun of you every time I walk out the door. Every time I go in the door, I'm going to make fun of you.
Well,
I don't
just
care.
like I'm going to do you.
I don't care if you sit over there and cry yourself to sleep every night.
Well, you don't have to.
But if
because
you
know
don't
what?
break your ass over there,
I want you to
You
put
know.
me out. I want you to do it.
Leanne, he can't put you in jail.
I know we can't.
You never, check this out. You don't get into no fights with no women with one teeth in the middle, bro. If she got one teeth down here, she got a tooth, and all these other teeth are missing, and she got 3 teeth right here, and that main teeth in the middle, you know what I'm saying? And don't let these other teeth be ones that are like gaggedy. They rigid. They look like they bite the hot dog and they leave some of the bread when they tear it. and the bread fall on the ground because the teeth not gripping it. You don't want to fight with a woman like that. And I know he sound country too. He sound like he gonna get down, but that's like fighting with a meth addict, bro. You can't fight with people that do meth. Y'all need to not fight with meth heads. Oh no. That's it. A meth head, you fight with them, they gonna crawl in your house in the middle of the night. You're gonna be sleeping. And next thing you know, the meth head pulling out all your stuff. They got your leathers, they got all your furs, they got grandpappy coin collection. Then pulled your shotgun off of the wall. That shot. Drugs is not good. Stay away. Oh no. That's why we telling y'all. I don't want anything to do with her. If she coming over talking about I made her husband cry because we were sitting on the steps and we were laughing about an unrelated matter. That's a dangerous woman right there. She coming over for her crying husband, bro.
Ignore that. Please listen.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
All right, cool.
Don't touch me.
I'm so fucking tired of your shit. Get the fuck out of my fucking neighborhood.
Okay, so you notice his belly got there 2 minutes before he even showed up. Okay, homeboy should have been ready. Should have seen him coming.
Okay, we're not gonna shut
Get
down.
off.
Touch you.
Get
That's
off.
cool. I'm gonna make it. Okay, whatever.
You already touched me.
No, you said don't touch me.
You already did. It's on video. He just came and put his hands on me.
Okay.
He came around.
But you were antagonizing.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
Bro, I would have called the cops on his behind. I would have called the cops. Took down the phone number on his SUV when they drove down that phone number SUV. The license plate on his SUV. I would have called the cops and I would have dropped right there, like in between those two cars on the floor. I'm like, you ran up on my ass, pushed me. My leg. I can't move, Nick. Can't move. The license plate was 4456721. And it said finger. Like, yeah, it was black. He looked like a wild dude when he jumped out of that mud. Oh no. Oh, officer, I'm pressing charges.
You have the video. Like,
I'm
it's
sitting.
all recording. God damn.
Yeah,
Stop.
because you know
Just
what.
move.
You know what's on the video.
Here.
You know what's on. You know what's on the video.
I do know.
Yeah, so you know that I wasn't antagonizing
My
it.
brother is an attorney. I don't give a fuck.
You know that I wasn't antagonizing
I
it.
don't give a flying fuck. You are a goddamn nuisance.
No, this is a nuisance. Coming over to people's house, drunk, in the fucking fingers in the face, coming over here, putting fingers, putting hands on people. That's the nuisance.
And you're a goddamn
That's the nuisance. No.
She got that one black neighbor. She got that one black sister she rode with coming out the car. Look at that. She got the one with, Sarah, you kneel. Come on, Karen. Let's get back in the car. These are hoodlums. We're not messing with them.
That's the nuisance.
Look at
No.
Now I got videos.
Raggedy ass.
Come on, bitch. I got videos how you antagonize. What the fuck you did, bitch? How about that move, bitch?
And they ain't got no fence or nothing like that. That's why I don't like neighbors up on you like that. I don't like houses like that where you just do 2 steps over and you right there by the neighbor. And his behind in a car looking at you.
Y'all are raising men we can't hire. Y'all are raising men that we cannot hire. I'm going to tell you what's going on right now. A lot of you all are building dependent boys who become undisciplined, dependent on their parents' men. We cannot employ these people. They're not on time. They do not answer to anyone. They think that they are always right. Listen, mothers, fathers who think their kids are always right. And I need you to really listen to me when I say this, because I'm saying it, but other people want to say it as well. You're making it very difficult for us because now we're playing the part of being their parents versus their employers. It is becoming very difficult to employ people who do not have the discipline to be on time for meetings, to listen when we're giving them ideas, to take instruction when it's necessary. Stop raising dependent.
I don't have any forms.
I know that you're taping.
I don't have any
Can
forms.
you please use that to dial 911?
I don't have any forms. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't believe you.
How could I have your forms?
Because you were sent here to do this exact thing, what you have just done, which is enter our home while we are sleeping.
What?
Enter our home while we are sleeping.
Bro, I don't...
With a 4-year-old child in our bed.
How could I do
And
that?
come and sneak into my file folder. So organized.
What are you talking
and
about?
You have replaced them. No.
I don't have
I am
any
not going to
forms.
leave.
Hold on. Did this chick say he's... Let me get this right. You say he broke into your house, went into your office, went through your file folders, and took... That nigga sound like he's some CIA stuff you accusing him of. That sound more like white collar CIA type of investigative, like Tracy. Who want to break in your house and go in your folders and look in your files? That's weird. That's weird.
Until you put them in my hand.
I don't have
right
any
now.
forms, bro.
Call 911. Somebody call 911. This is a no. No.
I don't have your forms. Ma'am,
Yes,
please.
Oh, shoot.
You do.
No, I don't.
Stop it! Stop it! You don't know what you're doing. He is an undercover agent, just like I said.
I'm
He
not an
is
undercover
working-
agent.
Yes, you are. Why are you not calling 911 then?
See, I knew it. I said that whole method of breaking into the house and going through paperwork, all of that shit is like, in your mind, you think this person is some CIA undercover agent trying to sniff out something about you. That's a mental illness right there. That's a mental disease, bro. Something's going on with her mentally.
Help me. Help me.
Ma'am,
Help me.
I don't
Help me
have
and my
your...
4-year-old child.
I don't have
Help
your
me.
forms.
Yes,
Look,
you do.
You are making... You will
Get
lose
them.
the key. You will
Get
lose the
them.
key. You will lose the key.
No, I won't. No, I won't.
You will lose.
You're in the wrong.
How?
Because you entered my home and you took my personal documents that Yes, you did. Stop it. You are not calling 911. Nobody is calling 911. Call right now.
Ma'am, I didn't enter your home. I've never been upstairs at all.
Yes, you were. You were up there with the squirt guns. Yes, you were.
I don't have any squirt guns.
We had the squirt guns, sir.
I was never upstairs.
Yes, you were. You said, okay, squirt me with the squirt gun.
I've
And
never
you
said
Oh,
that.
he spelled his name.
That was yesterday.
No, it wasn't.
Downstairs by the car.
No, it wasn't. We didn't talk yesterday downstairs
I
by the
talked to
car.
you yesterday by the
No,
car.
why are you doing this? Why are you taking it in circle? I don't care about
So
anything.
you think I'm an undercover agent?
I don't know. I want you to stop asking me questions and put what I know you have in my hands. The computer and the forms.
What computer? I don't have your computer. I don't have any forms.
They're gone, aren't they?
What?
They're gone. Well, I'm going to wait right here. I'm waiting right here
Bro.
until I get them back. Bro. Play a little song.
They got you. They got you. Just go. Don't make a turn.
Bo, you don't know what you're doing.
You are family.
This is a man who's working for the enemy.
You had so much stress. You are lose your thinking.
No. I'm sorry. You are wrong and I am right this time. You gotta go. Did you call 911? Call 911!
Yeah. That's demonic influence. Mental illness stemming from demonic influence. Dude, something is wrong with her. And I'm telling you, I say it because I had a neighbor. I still got that joker. That joker's still. I had a neighbor call code enforcement and said that I had a bunch of people staying in my house with a bunch of cars. And if you ever met one of those guys that think that they Cobra Kai? You know, they think that they are one of those dudes from Karate Kid. Oh no! Like they're still in that Karate Kid space. Like I'm like, bro, you're a grown ass man. Matter of fact, you older than me. This nigga calls code enforcement. Code enforcement shows on my door. We had reports that you had 6, 7 cars in the driveway, more cars than what's supposed to be in any given home municipality based on the zoning, and you got multiple people living in there, boy. Oh no! What? Then he says, "Can you I might have to come in, sir." No, keep your ass right there. That joke ain't come in. But I made friends with him. He told me who did it. He said, "I can't tell you who reported you." 1 minute later, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, it's your neighbor down the street. They exist. These guys are loony.
There's been a home invasion. They stole our computer. Yes. I can't, it's a different computer. Stop lying. Stop lying.
You have lost money.
Ma'am,
I am not.
You're not gonna go
No.
somebody's.
You can't come in my house.
Integrity.
You are not gonna pull me out of here.
You are not gonna go somebody.
No, you are not gonna do this to me. You are gonna give me
You
that
whatever you're gonna do,
computer.
I'm done with that.
You are gonna give me that exact same computer. You are gonna give me that exact same computer.
I don't have your computer.
They were burned or destroyed or something.
By whom? I'm not an agent.
By Wells Fargo.
I don't even know anything about
By
Wells
the
Fargo.
city of Duluth.
Oh, I'm calling the police at this time, and the police are about to drag you out, and your husband gonna be bailing you out of that joint. And I get it. Like I said, it is mental illness. I think it is, but I ain't gonna lie. Bro, God is my witness. I be dragging her. Police be dragging her out.
By the lawyers.
Hey, Kia.
Hi. It may take a moment to answer. Please wait.
Yes.
Hey, Kia.
Hello.
Hey, Kia. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Hi, this is Greg. This is the guy that used to live next door to you.
Mhm.
The dark skinned guy that was that stayed with John and them when they had the arm open. I was wondering if there was any way that you could I need a little bit of I need your help with something.
What do you need my help with?
I was wondering if you wanted to make some money.
Sir,
If there's a way that you could if you had a way that you could make me seem straighter. I've been surrounded by guys. I've been living with guys for I'm in a situation. I've been living with guys for the last almost 6, 7 something years since I had my own place, since I had my own apartment, and I'm kind of tired of living with niggas, and I'm sick of being around the same sex. Period. I need a female in my life. I lost my mom and my I don't got no family. I don't got no family here, and I lost my mom, and my dad when I lost my dad when I was 6, and
He playing.
I lost my mom a couple years ago, 2023, and
Nah. He got to be pranking her, bro. You got to be pranking her.
I lost my uncle 2019, and I have my grandmothers, all my aunties and my cousins live in Chicago. They live out of areas of Chicago, and in Chicago, and I'm not able to see them. I'm not able to see them and get their support. I'm not able to get support like that, and And I was wondering if you would. I would love to, as pretty as you is. You're so pretty. I couldn't get as pretty as you was. I would love to. If you wasn't seeing anybody, I was wondering if there was any way I could maybe give you some like $500-$600 a month to live live with you or something.
Yo, this cannot be for real. it if you think this is real or fake. This dude he's for real. First, I thought this was staged. I really thought this was staged. I thought they were, because you'll see some of these Ring videos where the girl will drop down and she'll start shaking and acting like shaking her booty and acting really weird in a video. But it's purposely done. And I've seen that in apartments. But you tell me if you think this is fake.
Sir, I'm married. Please remove yourself from my porch.
Say that's real.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. It was nice meeting. It was nice knowing you.
Yo, up north, it'd be like that. You'll get the weirdest stuff. Somebody ringing your doorbell. That's why I'm glad I don't live up north no more, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all love up north. I love you guys. But when I got space, I never want to go back to anything without space. It's just my thing. I don't. Shoot, man. I don't know about that. Shoot. But I'm tracking. Shoot, I'm about, an hour in on this? An hour and 6 minutes. I got one more clip we going to react to. Then I'm going to let you guys go. Man, listen, I appreciate you guys jumping up here. Thank you very much. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, it's Joe from Georgia. If you want to know how bad the economy's getting and you have an American Express card, you'll know real soon. Because, folks, American Express has came in and just cut credit lines like you wouldn't believe. Now, I am a since 1982, 44-year user of American Express. Even the American Express Platinum card that I pay $895 a year for, because it was an unlimited credit line that I could use however I needed. Always paid my bills, never been late, nothing. I have more income than I've ever had. And I can't use my American Express Platinum card the way I used to, because they cut it to where it used to, I could spend $100,000 and they wouldn't say anything. I tried to spend $5,000 and I got a call saying that they had reduced my credit line. And I'm like, exactly why? They said, well, it's a systematic thing they're doing because of just the credit market. It's just an update. Well, folks, it's because people aren't paying their bills. That's what's going on. I've always paid mine. I have good credit. Never late. But American Express, and that's just one credit card company, because, folks, it's happening over and over again to where there's accounts that you have for 20-something years, and all of a sudden, they just cut your balance like you wouldn't believe. So, folks, American Express is at it, and I'm sure other credit card companies are. But the loyalty to American Express for me is over. So, folks, the economy is in the tank, and American Express is cutting their losses.
And Capital One is a highly regulated institution, and we must.
So what you're saying, there's nobody else I could speak to? That's what I'm saying. The answer is no.
There is no one who could provide you a
That's not the question I'm asking. Is there anybody higher who I can speak to? That's what I'm saying, because you sound full of shit. That's what I'm asking. Is there anybody higher than you that I can speak to? I'm asking if they can resolve the thing or not.
Whoa. Yo, what the heck is going on with Homeboy's, nails? He didn't just do, regular nails. Homeboy got pterodactyl size nails. He got bigger nails than my Cane Corso. Them things look like hawk, tarantula, pick you up in the middle of the freaking desert, fly you over a mountain terrain, and drop you type of nails that will keep you in there. It's crazy. What the hell? Oh, that's how y'all get down. All right.
Question is yes or no. You're coming up with a whole mumbo jumbo there. I didn't ask that question. What I said is, there someone higher than you that I can speak to? Yes or no? What are we doing?
Your request is already met when you were transferred.
That I don't know what the hell we're talking about there. Is it yes or no?
No, I cannot transfer you to anyone who could.
It's like beating it out of a brick.
Because there is no one who could provide you any other resolution or any other results.
Bitch, we're gonna work until we die. The American dream is absolutely DEAD, ho.
Yeah, yo, we even got our credit card. We got our Apple card sliced in half, like the fee. It got sliced in half. And it doesn't matter if you pay it on time. It's not about that. I truly do believe, like, he's right. We're on the top of some type of recession. They see the indicators. They know people ain't paying bills. And some of y'all get online and y'all talk about, I ain't paying my bill today. I ain't paying no more bills. Listen, nigga, I'm not getting out here talking about I ain't paying my bill. I enjoy keeping a roof over my head. I just enjoy it. I don't like rain being in my mouth when I wake up. Oh no. I just don't. And those damn bugs out there in the backyard, they don't belong in my underwear, bro. I don't think so. But it's happening all over, man.
That bitch died. That bitch is deceased. That bitch fucking funeral viewing was like 2 years ago. 8 years ago, 2008, when Obama was president. That shit just died. I miss Obama. I miss being a kid. Like,
how do you can't be no more than 20, probably 23. How the hell you miss Obama? That was damn near 2008, right? Bro, that's almost like 10, that's more than 10 to 12 years ago. And you talking about you miss Obama. See, that's how I know y'all just get on here and y'all just post like a bunch of shit. I just know. You had to be at least 13 years old, probably 10. That's why you said I miss being a kid, because you were a kid when Obama was president. You don't remember hard times. That's not even, when Obama was president, I met my wife. Bro, it was rough. I mean, married couples, and the market was shutting down, and I just became a realtor. I know at that time, I just got my real estate license. And them jokers were foreclosing on Negroes left and right. Oh, no. I mean, Negroes were there, and then I come back, and they not there no more. Like in a matter of 48 hours. 48 hours. And squatters, you think squatters are squatting now? The squatters were breaking into houses because we didn't want to put a for sale sign on there. But the squatters will still find out because they saw the lock box that was on the door, and they break into the mug. And you come in and you see squatters just sleeping. Oh, no. They're just laying down there slumbering. Like, just got the pillow and everything. Trash all around. This chick don't know nothing, bro. The American dream is dead. Because you guys think that the American dream means that you're going to go out here and you're supposed to make a lot of money. And money's owed to you. I believe they just screwed us up when it came to what the American dream truly is. It's an opportunity more than anything else. It's not a specific thing you're entitled to or what you're supposed to get. It's the hope of or the opportunity. Now, if you're saying the hope is gone, I got to say, what you put your hope in, that's why you feel hopeless. Because the system is changing, and when you put your hope in a system that's supposed to give you freedom, that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to disappoint you.
This is just gonna sound so but I did not realize that when I was a beautiful little young child, and I thought the world was peach and rainbows, that when it was gonna be my turn, I'm 27 years young, baby, about to be 28, that when it was gonna be my turn, it was gonna be ass for me. The economy was gonna be cheeks, and our little America is going to be run by somebody who can't even put into words, ain't got nothing nice to say, not going to say anything at all. And
how do you speak about, I just don't get it. I just don't get y'all. I really don't. Listen, I remember having a freak, look, I'm going to say I remember. My son going to be like, yeah, back in my day, Dad. Oh, no. You remember, Dad, you be talking about back in your day? Y'all be complaining off of the most worst, craziest shit. Like stuff that y'all just complain. Y'all just be complaining. The American dream has changed. You're right about it. And I'm going to tell you, I think it changed largely because people kept believing that if they did a certain thing or they went a certain route, that things would end up better for them. And it was based off of the generations that went before. And the reality of it is you should have been making your way. We all should have been making our way based on our own skills, our interests, our abilities. Not everybody's created the same. Not everybody needs 4 years in college. Some people do need to go to the military. Yes, you do need to lock some motherfuckers up. And at the same time, hell yes, some of these parents, they don't do good. They're not great parenting. And parents, that's why the kids are screwed up. But at the end of the day, if you expect the country to give you a certain thing and you believe that your hope is placed in being in this system, the advantages are still in this system. I think a lot of it has to do with what you're hoping. See, when you hope in certain thing and it disappoints you, your heart stops hoping. And you put too much hope in the system. Yo, I'm talking to all of y'all. All of y'all put too much hope in the system. Your hope should be in you. The God that's in you. The one that created you, wealthy gods. Patreon link is in the description. Because it's so much more than just a hope in an American system. Whatever I get from America, the opportunity, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. You know why? Because I just know people in Africa. I know people in different parts of the world that don't even have probably about 10% of that. And y'all like, Leon, the system, but you still not listening. Y'all still not listening. If you reply back to that with some level of, but the system, you still not listening. You're not. You're not. You just want to be angry and frustrated at something. And I'm just not giving you the fuel to be angry and frustrated at.
Okay, let's talk about it. Because I want to make sure I'm not the only one that's going through this. So, I go to use my Amex Platinum card. Now, I just came off a whole vacation. Card worked fine. Everything was good. I get a text message saying, oh, yeah, or a message or email saying, oh, yeah, we lowered your limit. Now you have a limit on how much you can spend on your Amex card. I had Amex for over maybe 15, 16 years, maybe longer. And I never had this issue. It's on auto pay. It get paid off all the time, every month, same time. I'm trying to figure out why Amex is now, if nobody noticed, is now putting limits on an unlimited card. I'm confused. I bought cars with the card, everything. Somebody please let me know, because I'm confused.
But I'll never be able to own a home. I've never made enough money to be able to do that. I'll never be able to drive a luxury car. I'll never be able to take like a luxury vacation outside this country on like a nice flight.
So is America a scam because you can't do that? I mean, because we got to look at it like this. And you talking to somebody, yeah, I'm not an FBA. That's true. But I do come from an FBA lineage. You guys, come on now. I was born in West Africa, grew up in Philadelphia. My parents are from Africa, but we trace our lineage right back to Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, I went over there and I saw the last name and people in my family. I said, damn. Oh, no. They ain't leaving. Where the hell is my 40 acres and a mule? They owe me something. America's a scam, boy. How about those people that's in Asia and in Africa that don't even have this opportunity? I mean, they can't get on here and do half of the stuff that you want to do, bro. Half of the stuff that we want to do. They can do things, and a lot of people in Africa have flexibility, but rolling outages, not clean water, poor health system and infrastructure. Don't say that it's nothing compared to. It's not what we do have, and I'm never going to say that this thing is perfect, bro. Don't get it twisted. But we don't have what they got. We don't have what they have. And sometimes in some places, some spaces like the healthcare space, I think my wife had told me earlier today, I think she said, or somebody said they going over to Turkey. Who said that to me? One of y'all said this to me today. They going over to Turkey and Asia and getting their teeth done. Not Turkey and Morocco, like in the Middle East, and they're getting their teeth done. You would pay $50,000 for the dentures. You pay $1,000 over there. I'm not gonna lie, that's great. That's awesome. That's bananas. That's really good. That's great. I just told him, what about when my teeth start effing up and I gotta get it and I gotta have somebody check it out? What happens then? Do I have to get back on another flight, go all the way to Asia and do that? Somebody leave a comment if y'all got fake teeth from Turkey and let me know, because I have no idea. But somebody logically feels just like these BBLs Y'all don't want to get it from the doctors here because it's so much more money. You rather go over there. There is a cost for it. Not all the time. They have great medical service in some of these countries, but there is a cost. Don't tell me America's a scam. Don't say that. Don't say that because there's people that's living in this country, that's living in other countries that will die for what you got. Matter of fact, they do because they bust through the borders. I ain't getting into that part, but they do.
And we'll never be able to do those things, you guys. I'm just a 39-year-old millennial that is just tired. I'm tired of doing everything that they told us to do, and then it gets me nowhere. It just keeps me stuck in the same cycle of work, pay bills, stress each month, work, pay bills, have more anxiety. Am I going to pay all my bills this month? Am I going to be able to afford it? Pray that nothing goes wrong, and if something does go wrong, get set back. I do everything that they tell us to do. Work hard, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, go to school, get a good job, do all these things.
You got to realize at a certain point, homie, and I get what he's saying, because I was there at one point. You got to stop doing what people tell you to do. I ain't telling y'all to be rebellious to go kick some shit. Don't get knocked out by any cops. Don't say this dude on TikTok told you to do anything that's going to get you an issue. But at the end of the day, I think we do listen to the wrong message. We sit back and we watch people tell us what to do, and we go do it, and we don't ask any questions. We don't even see if it fit for us. That's the craziest part. Imagine somebody saying, you need to become a barber, bro. Barbers make tons of money. Everybody's becoming a barber. They graduating from school and they going in getting those barber licenses, and they making $100,000, $600,000 on those barber licenses. You slipping, homie. You ain't no barber. I'm like, damn right, I ain't no barber. Them jokers have steady hands. I ain't screwing up none of y'all here, y'all calling me and talking a bunch of shit. Fuck that. Oh no. Y'all ain't getting it to me. I'm gonna hang up the phone on y'all. It's gonna be like click. You know you screwed up, click. You gonna be in a chair, you gonna be like, but I said I needed like this, get out. On to the next one, because I'm not a barber. I can't go because somebody told me to be a barber, I go do that. Why don't I take the time and figure out where my skills and my abilities are? And it's cool not to be a college graduate. It's just not cool to be stupid. I'm just not about that. One of my NCOs, non-commissioned officers in the military, he said, hey man, if you don't graduate college, don't be stupid at least. Read, educate yourself. Then you can stop talking about everybody trying to scam you. The level of entitlement is crazy. And people do be trying to scam in the U.S. Don't get that twisted. There'll be a bunch of scammers out this joint. I'm not going to lie. It's scammers out here. Oh, no. Okay? There's a bunch of scammers out here. And America itself isn't the scam. It's your attitude towards this stuff. And that's why you'll never get that house at 39.
Saying my American Express card is now limited to a certain amount. But a research, the last time something like this happened, it was the beginning of COVID. And then prior to that, it was the 2008 recession. Ooh. So maybe we're fucked, man. Card is on auto pay. I never have a balance on it. And all of a sudden, I get it limited when it wasn't limited before.
So let me get this straight. Capital One is closing people's accounts for credit cycling. They're closing your account for what they call credit cycling. I'm so confused. So basically, if you purchase something and you pay it off, and then you purchase something again and you pay it off, they're considering that to be credit cycling, and then they're going to close your account? That's insane to me. I thought that's what they've always wanted you to do with your credit cards. Pay off the balance. So Capital One is going to close your account because you're doing exactly that, and they're calling it credit cycling. That's a darn shame. What it is, in my opinion, they're not getting the interest. They're not getting interest payments. So without interest, they're not making money. So what they're doing is just closing your account because you're paying off your credit card. Please make this make sense, Capital One. Credit cycling.
I'm going to.
Yeah. That's the sad part about this. Even in real estate, we say build your credit, right? Because you want to be able to buy a house. You want to be able to get investment properties. But honestly, dude, I'm gonna tell you, the credit game, I've never been a fan of the credit game. I just never been a fan of the credit game. I I get it because I needed to buy houses, to buy land, to buy my primary residence. But there is a higher way of doing it. People pay cash for a lot of shit too. And I know you like, Leon, I ain't paying those houses cost $300,000. I get it, bro. I'm not saying buy a house at $300,000. But damn, I just ain't gonna keep giving them money, interest, for them loaning me $5,000, $1,000, $500 to do like simple shit. I've always just been the person that believes in self-financing or financing through like collective financing. I just couldn't do that. I just can't hold it. And we do have cards, but honestly, bro, I don't even use it. You got to realize when they get you, credit is like a drug sometimes. For most people it is. When you use that thing, you just get high on somebody else's supply, my homie. Oh no. You getting high on their joint. And then you become addicted to it. And then we become a credit-based society. Nothing moves in our country without credit. Y'all know that, right? And they look at us crazy who actually don't put our trust in being the biggest and owing the most to the bank, so they got to cut a deal with us in order to continue to not get foreclosed on or some other stuff. Y'all know people who do it. Robert Kiyosaki, man, that boy $1 million, but that's $1.5 billion in assets, and it's generate him money. I get it, but you and me, like me and you, like honestly, everyday people, bro. You have to be careful with this thing. There are countries, I believe that's the reason why some countries, like some countries in Africa, whether you're talking about developing countries, South America, some third world developing countries, they don't have a credit system like we do. They buy if you can't buy it cash, you can't buy the house. Y'all think about that. Think about that. Because Cash App also is giving instant loans right now. Damn, I gotta pay my Cash App instant loan.
This makes sense. Capital One. Credit cycling.
I'm going to cancel all of my credit cards with American Express. I have been using them since I think 2018 for pretty much 100% of my spend. I have spent probably $6 to $15 million per year on those cards. So a rather large amount of money. And I also have, I think, 9 business cards and then 2 personal cards. Ooh. So pretty large customer, at least in my eyes. I mean, they make probably millions of dollars from me. And been paying on auto pay the entire statement balance every single month for the history of my account. And then all of a sudden, they're like, yeah, we're going to drop your limit. I never had a limit.
It's not profitable anymore. And that's the weird part. I'm trying to figure, and I've always thought about this. Why is it that they do that to people that pay on time? And I realized because it's not profitable anymore. They need you to be interest deep into them. So where are they going to go to get interest payments? It's got to be that line between, oh, occasionally you're behind. Occasionally we can get a couple dollars of interest out of you. And it got to go from there. You can't be on, oh, you get no interest from me and you only pay a yearly $198 fee. Come on, bro. They don't want that.
Able to spend anything that I wanted on any card, and now all of a sudden they drop me to $250,000 spend per month on some of the cards.
I am so sick and tired of these credit card companies trying to charge us astronomical interest fees.
I'm sorry, homie. You I can't believe you did. Okay, I'm gonna just say this. I gotta say this. I got to. If I don't say this, I won't be good for any of y'all. How the hell you making a comment, getting upset, and you got millions of dollars in credit lines, and they dropped you to half of that, and you're like, I'm going to do a TikTok video on getting half of my credit, half of my multi-million-dollar credit line reduced. Anyway, like I said, I just had to say it. Come on, dude. You would have thought about the same thing too.
I am so sick and tired of these credit card companies trying to charge us astronomical interest fees. And then when you pay off the bill, they still trying to charge you off of a zero amount, talking about some. First of all, let me get into what bank I'm talking about. I'm talking about Citibank. I have a credit card with them. I paid the balance off in full July 4th. Why July 17th, they all of a sudden want to give me an interest rate? I already paid the bill off. What are you giving me interest off of? Call them up, call customer service up. They talking about some because you didn't pay the bill in 2 consecutive months, so I missed the month before payment wise, that we charged you extra interest. That interest should have already been applied. So now you just making up interest to apply to my August bill? I said, where's that in writing? This man cannot tell me where it was in writing. I'm literally looking at my statement balance. I'm looking at the statement. I'm looking at where it breaks down how it charges you interest. If you do not pay your payment in full, we will charge you interest. That is what I know. That is what is written. I don't know about any, if you don't pay 2 consecutive months, 3 consecutive months, then we're going to charge you extra interest. No, that is not written.
See, they getting it. It's going to change, man. We can't be reliant on credit to actually run this system. But this system is built on credit. So you got to ask yourself the question, if the credit companies are getting nervous about giving credit out to people, what is really coming? Like, what's about to happen? I kind of sense something's going to happen. I really kind of sense it. And I don't like to spread anxiety and fear. This is not to spread any level of anxiety or fear with you. Honestly, you join the Patreon, I'm going to tell you just the complete opposite, that God is in you and wisdom is in you. And that's how I've been able to do a lot of my deals that I've done in real estate. Thank God for it. And even when I've screwed up, I've just been fortunate where, I had grace to help me. But there's some things coming down the line and you got to be ready for it. You got to be ready for it. I don't see, and it's not to make people scared, and I don't want y'all to be scared, because I truly believe when the crap goes crazy and it hits the wall, that's when the money's made. That's when it's made, guys. Like, it's not made when y'all think that, we're in perfect conditions. Both perfect conditions. None of this stuff comes to pass in perfect conditions. The conditions have to be screwed up. Look, I didn't even load this one. Conditions have to be screwed up for wealth to transfer. Wealth doesn't transfer because conditions are great. It transfers because conditions are bad. That's how we have companies right now that were started during the Great Depression, 1928, and it's 2026, and they've been around 100 years, bro. 1920. They made a bag when it was bad.
I don't think the American dream is dangerous because it gives people hope. I think it's dangerous because the easiest way to stop people from questioning the ladder is convincing everyone that they'll eventually climb to the top. So we're going to talk about the American dream today. So the term itself was popularized in 1931 by historian James Truslow Adams. He basically describes the American dream as this idea that everyone should have the opportunity for a better, a fuller, a richer life, regardless of where they were born or what class they came from. Notice something, though. He was not talking about becoming a millionaire. He was talking about opportunity and this chance to build a better life. But over the next several decades, especially after World War II, America experienced an enormous economic boom. So mass production expanded, suburbanization, so suburbs were growing rapidly. Consumer goods became more accessible, and just owning things increasingly became associated with success. So home ownership, new cars, bigger TVs, newer appliances, luxury lifestyles was like a symbol of making it. And the American dream shifted from having enough to having more.
And everybody followed. So perspective, Europe, even that wasn't there, they started following. Everybody wanted to have this type of luxury accessible to all these things. America set the pace for it. We did.
And so today, when people hear the American dream, we don't think about dignity and opportunity. We think about getting rich. And this really reminds me of a theory in behavioral economics. It's called prospect theory. So basically, researchers found that humans don't really make decisions based on what's most likely. A lot of times we make decisions based on what we hope will happen or what we hope is possible. And the best way I can explain this is actually with another psychological phenomenon. It's called lottery psychology. So basically, people are notoriously bad at evaluating tiny probabilities if the reward is enormous. Take lottery, for example. We know the odds of winning the lottery are astronomically small, but millions of people still buy tickets because our brains naturally overestimate the chance that we might be the exception and we win the lottery. So the possibility of winning the lottery becomes emotionally larger than the probability of you actually winning.
So that's my only problem with psychology. And my father is a psychologist. The only problem, one of the biggest problems I just have is now you're saying that psychological theory is applied to everybody. That means it fits everyone. Everybody's coming here looking in that dream for millionaire status, or the people that are here believe that they're entitled to that level of millionaire status. And I think really because it's a norm. We see people online. We see people in the media. We've got the biggest trillionaires, right? We got trillionaires. That's why I kind of think it's like that. But we got people that come into this country that broke into this country. They didn't come to be millionaires. They just came for a better way of life. So there's a kind of balance. I think it's true, but it's not for everybody. Not everybody believes that.
I think the American dream can sometimes function in a similar way. Instead of asking, well, what are the odds that someone born in my circumstances will become extraordinarily wealthy? And we're encouraged to focus on the fact that it's possible. Think about it like a casino. Casinos don't stay in business because everyone wins. They stay in business because just enough people win to convince everyone else that they could win next.
Leave a comment how you feel. Are we better not having hope? Are we better not to have like hope? We're supposed to be living our life hopeless? I don't agree with this, man. I don't agree with this. I don't believe I'm supposed to live my life hopeless. And because I don't have what's quote unquote the American dream, then my life is over and it's depressing. And oh, I need to just shoot myself or some crazy stuff. Some of that stupid stuff. People think like that. And I never want to frown on mental illness and people that really are suicidal, that really, and we've seen it happen in the past, suicidal and doing things like that because they did not, because the money they had left, or they didn't hit the goal financially that they felt like they should have made it and hit, or they had those setbacks, which we saw a lot of people during 2008. I remember stories of people in that Great Recession jumping off of roofs and killing themselves. I think what we thought was the American dream, or what we were told is the American dream, really wasn't the dream. And I'm going to get into that further down the line. Let her.
Every jackpot creates new players because the odds aren't improving, but watching someone else win makes the possibility feel personal. Sometimes I like to say that extraordinary wealth works in the same way, right? We're not asking ourselves, is this system fair? We're asking ourselves, what if I'm the one that makes it?
Right? And that word fair is the issue I have with. There is no way you can make a system fair for everybody. Tell me, leave a comment. I don't believe a system can only be autonomous, like it is just existing. How you work that system and what you do with that system depends on you. Now you can say, Leon, the system is stacked against you. Bro, I don't believe the system is stacked against you. I think you're just focusing on the wrong thing. I think you are. Like, you're focusing on trying to become this millionaire and have this high level status of luxury and wealth, when you really should be focusing on, one, who am I and what my purpose is. When you make materialism the reason for a pursuit of happiness, or you gauge happiness based on materialism, then you create now the depression, the suicidal thoughts, the things that happen that people go through, because your expectation is in a material thing making you feel better. And materials can't do it. That's why when some of y'all get with these dudes for money, y'all end up mad. Don't run away. Don't turn it off. Y'all know it's facts. I'm not talking about a light bill that needs to be paid, a water bill that needs to be paid. I'm talking about an expectation of some type of lifestyle that reflects some type of grand lifestyle, and you feel less than or insecure because you don't have that. When in essence, that's not the goal. That's a byproduct of knowing who you are and knowing your purpose in life and having some direction in life that's not maintained to a material status. I'm going to continue to say it because y'all don't want to hear it. Some people don't. Y'all think that the materials make you. The materials don't make you. The materials just come from what I already am. My materials come out of me. Get what they come out of me. I don't go and obtain them. They come out of the lifestyle that I choose to live. So if I live in a lifestyle that is carefree, a lifestyle that doesn't worry about money, a lifestyle that's not hung up on being the baddest dude with the biggest car or the best looking house on the block, or my watch got to be bigger than everybody else when I come to the bar. Man. Why is it that people, materialism is just crazy right now? And when you tell people, hey, material life is not consist about material, like, yeah, you saying that, Leon, you a real estate guy. I know you make money. Nigga, this ain't about me. This is about you. This is me telling you what makes me me so you can take a piece from that and make you you. Ain't got nothing to do with that. And I'm going to staying by it. Y'all listen, y'all work for materials. A lot of people don't have any idea of the value that they have and who they are. They just get on here and they work for materials.
Like, what if I become rich? And that kind of brings us to an interesting concept in sociology, because every society has stories that help explain why its hierarchy exists. So like monarchies, like kings and queens, they had this idea of divine right. So kings ruled because they thought they were chosen by God. And then like feudalism and feudal societies, they emphasized birthright. So your place in society was determined by the family you were born into. So if you were born into peasantry, you stayed a peasant. And then modern capitalist societies, we emphasize on upward mobility. It's this idea that no matter where you start, hard work and determination can move you into a higher economic class. And that's a powerful idea because it replaces this belief that we had before that your status is fixed with this belief that anyone can rise. But it also changes the conversation. Instead of asking whether or not this hierarchy of like working class versus billionaire class is fair, we're encouraged to focus on whether we can move within that system and become rich ourselves. So I guess.
See, the problem is you're showing this system, and that's one of the biggest problems. She's showing this system of, and she's on point with it. That's true. Divine right, which the Europeans had, the kings were designed or divinely placed there by God in order to rule the people. Now we have this upward mobility, like she already described. I'm not going to repeat it again, but I am going to say this. You do have to know, even in this upward mobility state, that you are still destined to be greater than what you are. Like, you can't be in an upward mobility society and say, oh, it's not fair. You got to realize in that society, you have a belief. Do you believe more that it's not fair, or do you believe more that whatever is in you, given to you divinely by God, hint, hint, the first portion, will help you where you are right now rise in this upward mobility status, the second portion. And some of y'all ain't gonna really get this. This is a different level of thinking. This is a different level of thinking. It's basically not holding the system responsible for promoting you, not even yourself responsible for molding you. Really it's really, and it's too simple for some people. I think this is why some of y'all will have struggles with this video right here. And some people will get it and some people won't get it. It's really saying that I'm dependent on the divine God inside of me to move me up that mobility society, that society that trends up, that you can decide if you just want to be in a working class or if you're going to put in an effort and do some other things, take some risks, jump out on faith, believe, do things that other people won't do. They're going to look at you cringe. They're going to look at you and say, oh, that's not possible. Nobody's ever done that before. What makes you think you can do it? Oh, you say, I believe. See, that's what makes what she's saying different from everything else. This is why I don't believe what she's saying. That's why I get frustrated with you guys with this heavy pursuit for some level of fairness in this system, which the system is not going to be fair to you. The system is just going to be a system. Some people will pimp the system. People will cheat the system. Some people will work the system. Some people will just exist and not do anything in this damn system. The question is, why do you depend on the system to define you or to empower you? The empowerment comes from within, not from out. Oh, Leon, give me a clap. Give me a clap, my nigga. That's all I say, man.
My thesis here is that the American dream doesn't sell hope anymore. They sell acceptance. I think that they're teaching us that extreme wealth concentration should be something that we tolerate because maybe, just maybe one day, you'll work hard enough and be at the top. Like, have you ever noticed when someone criticizes billionaires or talks about wealth inequality, somebody's like, well, work hard and you can become rich too. But that doesn't really answer the question of whether or not the system is fair. It changes the conversation. Instead of asking, should this economic hierarchy exist? Is this fair? We're encouraged to ask, how do I climb this ladder?
No, you're encouraged to say, you're encouraged not to ask how to climb the ladder. You're encouraged to realize that ambition is normal in the human psyche. Like, she's a psychologist. She should know. Then that's why I say it's disingenuous, because you're a psychologist and you should know that people thrive on ambition, thrive on being recognized, thrived on success. It does something to the human body. The endorphins that are released when you reach a certain goal or you hit a certain thing, you think, oh, the confidence level, I can do this thing. You want to make this system fair. The system is never going to be fair. The system has been made by man. That's it. And it's not to make you do something to yourself or get upset or get mad. It's for you to stop looking outward at the system. And that's always going to be my shit.
Right? We stop questioning the ladder and we start fantasizing about reaching the top. And social media encourages it. Every day we're flooded with mansions, with luxury vacations, private jets, designer clothes, influencers claiming that they became millionaires before they turned 30.
Mm-hmm.
Success is not admired anymore. It's performed every day on our cell phones.
And she's not lying about that. We look at that and now we get depressed because we don't have that, and we think that we're falling short because we don't have that. It's because it's training you to look outside at materials as being a standard for success.
Algorithms are selling you a lifestyle. We don't see the millions of people who worked just as hard as them and never made it. That's actually another concept, survivorship bias.
When they say the millions of people that have worked harder, it's never about working hard. It's about what you work hard at. So you got a bunch of people that worked in the coal mines in the 20s and the 30s and the early 1900s. They worked hard, but by all rights, their physical labor did not equal the labor that Rockefeller achieved, the Vanderbilts achieved. They were working hard, but they were working hard at something that was dead end. All they were going to be doing, if they were working hard on shoveling coal, was turning around and shoveling coal again the next day. There's tons of people that live in our country. They go to work and they do the same thing, and they make the same amount of money for the activity that they did 2 days ago. They're not entitled, just because they put in physical labor, to obtain a certain level of success, because it's not physical labor that gets you there. It's focused physical labor on a goal, through a skill and gift that you naturally have that takes you to that place where you rival or challenge what your family had or what your family does have, where you become a barrier breaker, you break through those things. Physical labor, not, hey, I'm a trash guy, or hey, I work in the coal mines. Why can't I be rich like Elon Musk? Okay. The physical labor that he applies to discovering and doing what he does, I'm not applying that level of physical. I have no desire to put in that. At the beginning part of it, you said, well, he doesn't do that now. At the beginning of PayPal Mafia, okay, that nigga worked. Don't get it twisted, okay? Stop. Oh, no. But just because you work, that doesn't entitle you to success. What are you working at? Are you making iterations in your work habits every time you work? Shit. I was supposed to be entertaining y'all, and I'm just teaching. Oh, no. Shit. Let me go back to entertaining, because y'all ain't ready for this.
Whenever all you see are the success stories, your brain starts believing that success is far more common than it actually is. Here's the thing I need you to understand about the American dream. People who believe that they'll become wealthy one day are less interested in questioning a system that produces that extraordinary wealth all the way at the top. Why would you want to change the rules of a game that you think you might win? Hope is powerful. But hope can also become a distraction if it keeps us from asking harder questions, right? Questions like, does the existence of opportunity automatically justify this level of inequality?
Does this opportunity, the existence of these opportunity, automatically disqualify or qualify this level of wealth? These two things have nothing to do with each other. If anything, the intangible that brings these two things together is the actual effort and focused effort, skill, giftings, desires that this person has. That's the separate, and that's what people don't want to do. Some of y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to kick the system. Y'all want to kick the system. Y'all want to kick the system.
Even if one person can escape poverty, does that tell us whether the system is fair for everyone else? Is the ladder fair? Like, does everyone get the same equal chance to climb it? Or have we become so focused on reaching the top that we stopped asking whether the ladder itself should maybe look different? Right? I don't think the American dream is dangerous because it gives people hope. I think it's dangerous because the easiest way to stop people from questioning the ladder is convincing everyone that they'll eventually climb to the top.
How about if some people don't want to have the same top that Elon Musk has? I don't want Elon Musk's success. I really don't. There's a level to some of that stuff that it just becomes pure demonic, honestly. And it's not the money that makes it demonic. And I've got my feelings about that, but I don't want that. Why do we look at his success and say that that's the standard? His success is not the standard. And I've had successes in my life, nothing like Elon Musk's. Oh, God, have mercy. But I have had some success that Elon Musk will never experience. Well, I wish he would experience it, but he hasn't. He probably won't. Who knows? That's why you look at that metric and you say that's the metric for the American dream. That's not the metrics for the American dream. It's not. It's not. Matter of fact, you need to you need to stop thinking as the American dream as being a level or a place that you obtain to, a place, and think of it as more or less the opportunity to one day do that if you choose to do the effort and so forth, and you find something that's passionate that you're passionate about, and you're heavily skilled, and it brings a high level of value to the marketplace. Elon Musk and these guys are there because they bring value to the place. Y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't believe it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Do I think the system is fair? Yeah, I think the system is rigged. I do believe that a lot of people manipulate these systems, but I think you put too much trust in that system also. Hint, hint. And so when you see that manipulation, it makes you upset. It makes you mad. And it would make me mad and upset too. And I get it. But you put too much trust in that system to get you where you want to. I don't know, man. My opinions, they do matter, my homie. Oh, no. It is almost 2 hours in, and I'm about to rock out of here. I ain't been rocking my Tennessee hat. Shoot, man. Hey, man, Post Malone got a tight restaurant in Tennessee. That 3-story in Tennessee is bananas. It's called Posties. Go check it out. That's my shout out for Posties. I enjoyed it. It's pretty cool. Pretty dope. Hey, man. Hey, like, subscribe, follow for more content. Patreon is in the link in the description. And I'm going to just tell you guys, yo, you guys are better than whatever you think you are. And there's so much in you that needs to come out. And don't let this system or this world deceive you or lie to you. You're great because of the God that's in you. Peace.